Today we're going to see just how much some of my favorite overdrive pedals compare to actual power tube distortion. I want to know exactly what we gain and what we lose for the convenience of a stomp box. I'm Eric Haugen. Check the description box below for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about exactly all the sound gadgets I'm using today, live Q&A seminars, and more on Patreon and my deep dive courses. It's all on my website. So to do this comparison, we're going to hear some riffs and leads 4 different ways. First, through my Dusky D2O and a Weber Mini Mass attenuator that has KT66 tubes in the output section, so that's the tube overdrive we're hearing today. Then we're going to hear the Greer Lightspeed, which is a very good amp-like overdrive pedal. You could call it a transparent overdrive. Then we're going to hear the Boss OD3, which is a very good non-boutique overdrive pedal. And then we're going to hear the Strymon Deco, which is digital and not even marketed as an overdrive. But those of you who follow my channel know how much I really like the tape saturation mode on this pedal. It just sounds really good. So let's listen now to Black Crowes' Sting Me. The conventional wisdom, which I buy into also, is that tube overdrive is more natural, more responsive, smoother, warmer than pedals. However, pedals have really come a long way. They sound darn close to me. Let's listen to another Black Crowes riff, twice as hard. It's a good idea to check for kind of jangly, arpeggiated things to kind of hear how those transient overtones interact as they bump into each other, because kind of everything sounds good when it's like punchy and kind of riffy. So, okay, let's listen. Some single note lead stuff, and this is interesting. You're going to notice the Boss OD3, which I think up to this point hasn't been my favorite, kind of starts to shine a little bit. Okay, pros and cons. The main advantage to real tube overdrive is that it is the thing that the pedals are imitating. I still feel that there is something a little bouncier and more push and pull when you're playing just straight into the amp with the tube responding to your pick attack. However, the pedals are darn close. The disadvantages to tube overdrive are obviously if you run your tubes this hot for a long period of time, yeah, they're not going to last as long. Also, it is louder than a pedal. Even with an attenuator, it's still barking pretty good in this room. A common question I get asked is, Eric, is there an amp that will give me that sound at bedroom levels? I honestly don't know of one. Even 5-watt amps are very, very loud. So that is where pedals kind of get more points. There are many advantages to using a pedal to get your overdrive sound. Ease of use, availability, tweakability. It's a lot easier to work with pedals than it is with attenuators, power tubes, speakers, jacks. By the way, if you're like, how do I use an attenuator? There you go. Go to Weber's website. They have a whole FAQ about attenuators. The disadvantages to using a pedal are that maybe it sounds a little bit harsh, maybe, but that also could just be like, just in our head. The other slight disadvantage to working with pedals is that there's so many on the market, you never feel like you have the right one. But also, that's kind of fun. I hope this video was interesting and helpful for you. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share. That stuff costs nothing and definitely helps me out a lot. One more time how my business works. There is Patreon, where there's live Q&A seminars, backing tracks, and more. I update that every week. And there's also comprehensive deep dive courses I make in partnership with the folks at TrueFire. If you enjoyed this video and love the Black Crows like I do, gosh, I don't think I have a TrueFire video that kind of does open tuning and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm always recommending people check out Guitars and Caged or Next Level Rhythm. Those are my two most popular courses. As Bill and Ted would say, be excellent to each other. That includes yourself. Happy Friday. Eat pizza.